they can hear the chatter. Chatter. Chatter means what? Yeah, the kind of noise that we can hear when we reach the school. There will be a lot of students speaking in the classroom, no? Yeah, from this class, that class, the other class, all these noises together make a kind of a sound, and that kind of a sound is called a chatter. We cannot understand what exactly is speaking there. We cannot understand the meaning of what is happening there, but there is a buzzing sound, kind of a sound. That kind of a sound is called a chatter. Now they have reached the main school building, and now they could listen the sound that is made by the students who were sitting in the different classrooms. Okay, and the other children also have brought their parents, because it is a parent meeting day happening there in the school, isn't it? So the parents are talking to the teachers, the students are talking to each other. A lot of noise there. Reshma also wanted to make her parents meet the teachers, but there are still so many things to show to her parents. And then the next thing that she wanted to show her parents was the art room. The art room. So what is an art room? Yes, the art and craft activities that the students usually do there happens in this room. The art and the craft activities that happens, or the students are taught how to do art and craft, and sometimes they together, the teacher, the instructor, and the students, they together sit and do these activities also. So these kinds of activities are happening in this room, and that is called the art room. Okay. Then there was a computer lab. There was a computer lab. A lot of computers were kept there. And she said, weekly once we come to this particular class. Because in every week, one day, we have a computer practicums. The other day, we learn in the classroom. And whatever we learn in the classroom, we bring and apply them here in the activity room. This room is called the computer lab. Right? So, computer lab is that room where the students apply what they have learned about computers in the classroom. Right? Then she said on the right of it. So, this is a computer lab, and on opposite to that on the right, we have our classroom. So, finally, showing each and every important rooms in her building, in the school, they reached her classroom. And this is my classroom. Then she entered the classroom. She was still smiling. She was still smiling. She was still enjoying that she wants to show her friends her father and mother. Okay? She wanted to introduce her father and her mother, means her parents, to the teachers in the class and to her friends. Okay, so she entered the classroom. Her parents also came along with her. Her teacher was sitting there, and as she entered the classroom, she wished her teacher, "Good morning, teacher." Even we do the same thing now. Yes, she wished the teacher, and the parents also came. They also wished the teacher, and obviously, just like any other parent, Reshma's parent also asked her teacher, "How is her child?" And they said she is a very brilliant child. She is a very bright student. She never makes us scold any time because she is very active, and she does her studies well. She does the homeworks well and everything on time itself. So we do not have any kind of problems with the Reshma. Okay, she is a well-behaved. She behaves well. Means she's a well-mannered girl, right? Then the parents observed the classroom, and there were a lot of paintings actually drawn by these children hanging on the walls over there. We have seen that there is an art room. It's a room where the children learn how to make a paper craft, how to draw pictures, how to color pictures, huh? Or how to make different kinds of things using, waste waters can be converted into beautiful flowers. Okay, so all such kinds of activities related to art and craft are taught in that particular room. That room is called the art room, isn't it? So the students do participate actively in these activities, and the beautiful pictures that these children have drawn are actually displayed in their class itself. So on the wall, there is a very huge display board on which they display all these art and activities which are done by the children. Okay. Then there is a separate corner in the classroom where they very neatly keep their school bags. It's not that they keep their bags somewhere, the children go somewhere. No. There is a special place in the classroom where all the students will come and keep their bags carefully. And for every hour, if it is a maths hour, they will get the maths book on. After the maths hour, they keep the maths book back in the bag and they bring the next class, English books or the science book, whichever that is. Right? So the classroom itself was a well organized one. Meanwhile, Reshma's parents were talking to the teachers and observing the class and all, and she got busy with her friends. Reshma went and started talking with her friends. Okay. After a bit of this, her parents got everything done with the teachers. Whatever they wanted to discuss with the teachers, they have discussed. Whatever they wanted to know about the Reshma, they have known about her. And now it was time to leave. It was time to leave, time to go. Then Reshma was talking with her friends, isn't it? So they called Reshma. Reshma came forward, and then they said, then she said bye to every friend. Okay, so they said Reshma bye, and they means her friends. She said bye to everyone, and we will meet after the holidays, because after this meeting, it's a holiday from tomorrow, isn't it? Yes. So we will meet again after the holidays. So she wished bye with her friends, and they started back to the car so that they can go out. So as they go out, as they walked out, Reshma had still some more to show her parents. And the biggest one was that, the most important one in that was the auditorium. So what is an auditorium? The major functions and everything is happening here in the auditorium. There will be a stage. There will be a stage, and there will be space to get the dressing, makeup, and all these kinds of things done. Right? Then the people who want to watch this show will be sitting on chairs that is kept in front of it. Right? The chairs also will be arranged in a slanting order. The last rows will be on a raised area, because it helps us to see the things happening on the stage. So there is a huge auditorium there in the school. So Reshma asked her parents to have a look at the auditorium, and she said it has a very big stage. The auditorium in our school has a very big stage, and we have all our major activities like the poetry recitation, singing competitions, dancing competitions, play presentations. All these things are actually done on this auditorium. It's done in this auditorium because we have a very big stage in that room. Then, as they walked past behind the classroom, the second building, there was a huge swimming pool. A very big swimming pool was there, and there were different courts. Courts for volleyball, courts for basketball, tennis court was there. Okay, means that was a play area. Right? So one side they had a very small park kind of a thing with some slings and slides, which was basically for the kindergarten, lower children. Okay, and for the bigger ones like Reshma and all, There was a swimming pool. There were different courts to play different kinds of sports, and there was an open playground also. Okay. Then, beside that, there was a cafeteria. Cafeteria actually stands for this canteen. Okay, the word cafeteria means something like a canteen where the children can get the food and they have a space enough to sit and eat the food also. Okay, so usually in big schools we have a separate area or lunch hall or a mess hall we call it, where there will be provisions done for the students to come, sit, eat and go. Okay, there will be desks and benches or chairs or stools on which people can sit, have their lunch and go. So this is a very neatly kept area. It's not like the playground or the veranda of the school or even the classroom. Okay, it's completely hygienic, right? They take every measure to wipe it, making it sure that the students who come over here to eat the food will never get any kind of diseases. Okay, so there is no problem with that. During the snacks time, we take our snacks, go to the cafeteria, simply sit there, eat there, and go. Right? We shouldn't make the area dirty. That's the only thing that we need to do there. If it is made dirty, sometimes IS will come and clear it. Otherwise, the pieces and all these kinds of things, we can lift it and dump it in the dustbins. Waste bins are kept there. In that, we can do it and we can go. No problem with that. And once we all go, there are sweepers and IS. They will come and clear the complete areas. Right? And again, the same thing happens during the lunch break. We bring our tiffin box, lunch box, sit here, and we eat our lunch. Right? As or attendants may be there to help us to open the box and all. So we will finish our lunch and we will go. Then they will clear the entire area. So the students who come over here will never have to face a problem of getting into a disease also. But some students may be already sick, no? Some may be suffering from fever, or some may have some other kind of headaches or stomach ache or something like that. What about them? If they also come with us, along with us to this cafeteria, then what about them? So no problem, Mama. There is another area called the sick room. There is an area called a sick room. If any student fall ill, that student will be taken to the sick room. There are beds over there. There is a trained attendant also there. They will check our temperature and make it sure that we are okay. If it is not okay, if you are problematic, then they will be taken to the hospital or the parents will be involved. So the sick children will be referred to the sick room, and the sick children will usually take the food also in the sick room. They want to come to the cafeteria. So there is no problem with that. Okay. So there is a nurse in the sick room, a happy looking nurse, a cheerful looking nurse who will take care of our health issues over there in the sick room. Right? Then she said, really, I am very thankful to you, Mama. Mama and Daddy. I am very thankful to you because you have given me admission into such a very good, beautiful, wonderful school. We have all the provisions over here. We have a library, we have a computer lab, we have an art lab, we have an activity room where we learn a lot of other things also. Teachers are very good teachers. They are always happy and cheerful with us. There are enough provision for us to have other activities like a swimming pool is there. Then there are different courts for different kinds of activities. Okay, such a very beautiful school. And I'm very happy for that. And I'm actually eagerly waiting for the holidays to get over. Obviously, I love holidays because I can spend my time with my parents and all. That is okay. But once the holidays get over, I'll be back again into this school. Okay. So I'm very eagerly waiting for the school to get reopened. Parents were also happy because it was very fantastic. And all the teachers over there said very good words about Reshma. Nobody had got any complaints and all. So they also were very happy. And thus, they got into the car and they went for the trip, for a holiday. Okay. So, this is what happened when Reshma took her parents to the school. Right? So, you can read this lesson in the PDF which is there along with this video. Okay. And that's it. And now we will go on to the activity part, the question answers and other things related to this lesson first, and then with the fun with the grammar part of this lesson, right?